Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. Your referee is Paul Turner, and it is for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Introducing first the challenger at a weight of 205 pounds, hailing from Tampa, Florida, Roderick Strong. And his opponent, he weighs in tonight at 220 pounds, hailing from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Lynn.
It is main event time here in Dayton, and the richest prize in this business, the Ring of Honor World Championship, is on the line between the challenger, Roderick Strong, and the champion, Lynn. Referee Paul Turner in charge of the bout, and we are once again joined in the commentary booth by the former Ring of Honor World Champion, the man Lynn took this belt from, Nigel McGuinness.
I said I'd be back, boys, and back I am. Like I said, this is a match that I couldn't miss. First of all, it's going to be a fantastic match, but second of all, I'm healing up nicely. My rehab is coming along well, and if either of these guys hold the belt, well, I want to be ready to go.
Feeling each other out in the center of the ring are Lynn and Strong. Collar and elbow tie-up. Lynn with a bit of a height advantage.
Of course, we know who the next in line for a title shot is. It is Colt Cabana tomorrow night to face the winner of this one between Lynn and Strong.
Sure, Colt watching in the monitor in the back, very intently keeping an eye on the outcome of this matchup. Lynn controlling the wrist, but a nice single leg pickup right there by Strong, taking the champion off of his feet. A bit of a feeling out process between these two athletes underway here. Jerry grabs a side headlock. Nice counter right there by the champ.
Here's an interesting question for you, fellas. What do you think about this? Now, this is actually the 11th title shot that Roderick Strong has had. Now, do you think that makes him a little bit more determined, or do you think that he's going to get a little bit more frustrated now to where really he's not going to have his game face on? What do you think?
Well, Roderick, before the match, seemed very determined, very focused on the task at hand, and that is becoming the Ring of Honor World Champion. There's a nice cartwheel right there, and he grabs the reversal. And I might ask, kind of turn the question around to you, Nigel, as a guy. It took you several opportunities at the world title before you finally achieved your goal of defeating Takeshi Morishima and becoming the Ring of Honor World Champion. Put yourself in Roderick Strong's shoes, because, well, out of the three of us in the booth, you're the one who's been there.
That's a fair point. I'll give you my point of view, my opinion on that. You know, every time I wrestled Morishima, I noticed one more weakness each time. So every time I wrestled him, I felt a little bit stronger, a little bit more confident, you know. Now this, from what I understand, this is one of the first times that Roddy's actually wrestled Jerry, so he's not in that position. I think it's a different game. It's a different mindset that Roddy has, because he's lost to a number of different opponents, you know. It's not like this is the second or third time that he's wrestled Jerry. So if he doesn't get the job done tonight, if he gets another shot, he'll definitely have a better time that way.
Nice arm drag right there by Jerry, and he sends Roderick under the bottom rope out to the floor. Strong trying to get some feeling back in the elbow as he makes his way back up to the apron.
Roderick Strong looks to be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in ROH. He's really leaned out in the past couple of months, a lot more muscle definition, probably leads to better cardio.
Roderick's a guy who's always been in very good shape, like you said, but he's really taken it to another level over the past couple of months here in ROH competition, and he's probably dropped about 10 to 15 pounds, but he seems to be moving better than he ever has. Nice hip toss right there, and takes Jerry down for a 1 count, right back to his feet. There's the arm drag one more time on Lynn, and I would think dropping that extra 10, 15 pounds, and Nigel, again, to put a question to you, as your body changed also a bit during the course of your 18 months with the world title. When you first won the belt, I'd say you were probably somewhere in the 225 to 230 range, but towards the end of your reign, it looked like you were under that 220-pound mark, and you too kind of started to drop some of that bulk and get a little bit more lean muscle mass. What do you think the thinking is on Roderick's part in dropping that extra 10 or 15 pounds?
Well, I think to a certain extent, you know, and Roddy and I followed a very similar sort of diet. We both go to the same guy. And I think the bottom line is, you know that this style that we wrestle here in Ring of Honor, these matches can go 15, 20, 25, anything up to an hour. And so the better shape that you're in, the better chance you have of winning those matches. And I think the longer that I was the champion, the more I started to realize that, for sure.
And I would have to think somewhere in the back of Roddy's mind, he's going to think that the conditioning edge would have to be on his side, knowing that Jerry Lynn is a good close to 20 years older than Roderick Strong. I mean, take nothing away from the physical conditioning of a Jerry Lynn, because he's obviously still in great shape, but after 20 years in the ring, physical conditioning is going to start to catch up with you, and you would think the youth edge that Roderick Strong enjoys might come into play should this become a longer match.
Yeah, if this goes the distance, it's definitely going in the favour of young Strong there, no doubt about it. Jared told Lynn, he's done well. He's done well to beat me for the belt. I'm not going to take that away from him. But the thing with the Ring of Honor belt, you have to remember, as difficult as it is to win that belt, it's even more difficult to hold on to that. And Jerry Lynn's going to find that right now.
The bow and arrow on Strong, who turns his body weight over and gets himself a near fall. Both men back to their feet. This time it's Jerry Lynn, just a little bit quicker as he grabs the arm drag and goes to the arm bar now, as he's got Strong off of his feet. And you got to think, in Jerry Lynn's mind, the best way to keep yourself safe from Roderick Strong's chops and Roderick Strong's backbreakers is to keep him off of his feet. Right there, the leg lariat by Strong connects. Knocks Lynn down, who goes flat on his back as Strong covers him, but only gets two.
And Jerry Lynn is clutching his shoulder right there after the impact of that maneuver. Gotta wonder if Roderick's going to target that body part if he sees it as a weakness. Another thing to point out, we've never seen Jerry Lynn in a really lengthy match here in ROH competition, though we have seen Roderick go over 40 minutes in the past, against the likes of Bryan Danielson.
Belly back suplex by Strong as he drops the champion right on the back of his head. Again, gets himself a 2 count. Lynn gets the shoulder off the canvas.
Roddy's sticking to his game plan, obviously well known for his backbreakers. He's softening up that back. But what I saw earlier on, I don't know if you guys saw it at the same time as me. Earlier on, Jerry took that, he fell back over and he's clutched his arm, like you said, Prazak. Now, if I was in this match, that's where I'd be concentrating. Even if I was used to working a different body part, once I see someone get injured, you've got to be like a shark. You've got to go straight for it.
He's got him against the barricade, does Strong. Goes for the chop, but Jerry able to avoid that strike attempt by Roderick Strong out on the floor. But unable to avoid the ring apron. Driven back first into the steel and wood by the challenger, who then throws him back under the bottom rope inside the ring, where referee asking him if he wants to continue. Of course he does.
You gotta wonder if Roderick noticed that he clutched his arm and his shoulder earlier on. Roderick seems focused on the back. He's picked that particular body part and he's sticking to it for now.
Backbreaker by Strong, again goes for the cover, does not hook the leg, and one more time the right shoulder of the world champion off the canvas before the count of 3.
There is another option, of course. Roderick Strong, at the end of the day, he has so much respect for Jerry. If he truly believes that Jerry's hurt his arm seriously, he may just take care, because he doesn't want to, cost Jerry his career, because, that could happen very easily in a match. If you, hurt yourself and you just keep working it, as my arm can attest.
Jerry again able to avoid that chop in the corner by Strong and connects with a couple of forearm strikes, but now exchanging blows in the corner.
Both men hitting very hard, and you can see Jerry Lynn favoring that arm once again, clutching it closely to his body. And you want to talk about how maybe Roderick wants to be a nice guy and not cost Jerry Lynn his career, but when the world title is on the line, when Roderick has the chance to become the world champion, can you really allow your opponent anything like that? Like, you sense a weakness, you got to go after it if you want to be the world champion, right?
Inverted DDT right there by Lynn for a 2 count. Some people don't prescribe to the notion that the end justifies the means, and Roderick Strong, if he feels that Jerry Lynn is hurt and he doesn't want to win that way, he might not take advantage of an opportunity that presents himself. Some guys don't feel the same way. Nigel, obviously, is a guy who in the course of his title reign, like he said, he was a guy who when he smelled blood in the water was like a shark.
Well, I mean, he's had 10 opportunities prior to tonight and he couldn't get the job done. In this 11th try, Roderick Strong's got to do whatever he can to become the world champion, if you ask me.
He's up in the gory special. Jerry Lynn's got Roderick Strong upside down.
Oh, right on his head. That could be it. No. That had to ring the bell of Roderick Strong right there.
Very dangerous move right there by Jerry Lynn. Gets himself a near fall, now looking to wear down Roderick. Got the knee placed right in the back, maintaining control of the chin lock. Roderick trying to get back to his feet. Crowd urging him on, and he is to his feet. Elbow down across the back of the head by the champion, and that rung the bell of the challenger as well.
I think Lynn is just trying to soften him up for the cradle pile driver, get him in position for it.
Will block that O'Connor roll, but runs right into a drop kick. Strong tagged him with that and got a 2 count. From face lock by the challenger. That slingshot, but Lynn lands on his feet. And all the way out to the floor he goes. Momentum took him out to the floor.
Champion is down. Roderick needs to seize this opportunity right now and do some damage on the floor.
Lynn struggling to his feet. Roddy lands on the apron. Nobody home. Jerry Lynn ducks out of the way. Roderick Strong just went crashing into the barricade, and he is in big, big trouble here.
It looked like he hit head first on the steel barricade, and the referee checking on his condition.
Roderick's been busted open. He's been lacerated by the barricade. Side Russian leg sweep by Jerry Lynn. And the complexion of this matchup has just taken a very, very big turn in the favor of the champion, Jerry Lynn. Roderick Strong is bleeding buckets here.
And without a doubt, Jerry Lynn saw that he is bleeding buckets. And what did he do? He didn't waste any time. He did that Russian leg sweep back first into the barricade. He's going for the win because he knows the world title is on the line. Look at the blood pour out of his head.
It is just above the left eye of Roderick Strong. A very, very big laceration between the left eyebrow and the hairline of Roderick Strong, and the referee, Paul Turner, needs to be very, very careful in a situation like this because Roderick Strong is losing a ton of blood at a very rapid rate here.
I'm absolutely serious here, guys. The ref might have to stop this one. I've been in this situation myself, and this can be very, very dangerous.
Roderick able to avoid that leg drop attempt right there, but I don't know if Roderick even knows where he is at this point. Strong down on the floor. Kick to the face by Jerry Lynn. Nigel, you've been in this position before. DDT on the floor by Jerry Lynn. It was back on pay-per-view against Austin Aries, where you went face first into the guardrail, suffered a concussion, a broken nose, and serious facial lacerations, but were somehow able to continue the matchup. What is going through the mind of Roderick Strong right now?
To be perfectly honest with you, I think back to that match, and I can't remember anything after my head connected with that guardrail. You're on fumes, you're on adrenaline. All you know is you just want to survive. That's the bottom line. It's survive. This is as real gets right here.
Only able to get 2 as Lynn.
If you take a look at that crowd, every single person in this arena now, they feel for Roddy. Believe you me, every single one now is getting to their feet as they can feel the guts and the determination and the heart that Roderick Strong has.
Lynn trying to end it, cradle pile driver blocked. Air raid crash. 1, 2, and again only 2. What guts on display here by Roderick Strong as he continues to fight, knowing that the world title's hanging in the balance here.
And he's continuing to lose a lot of blood very quickly. But somehow he still has his wits about him enough to stay in this matchup and kick out.
I'll give credit to referee Paul Turner. He's keeping a close eye on Roderick Strong in that cut. It is not in a dangerous spot as far as his vision goes. I mean, the blood is certainly going to hamper his vision, but the cut not a danger to the eyesight of Roderick Strong at this point, as Roderick continues to be able to defend himself, and he is now all the way up top. Superplex by the challenger. Cover in. Hooks the leg. Not quite enough. Boston Crab. He's got it locked in.
Just take a look at how aggressive Roddy has been now. That blood, he can taste his own blood now, and it is fueling him on. I've never seen him so aggressive. Jerry's in a bad way. And Jerry told, listen, pal, you better do everything you can to hook that pile driver because Roddy is on a roll.
You'd have to think that whatever kind of internal clock Roderick Strong started this match in, whatever kind of plan he had to maybe take this match the distance and use his cardiovascular edge on Jerry Lynn to his advantage, has to be right out the window at this point. Roderick has to think, I need to end this and end this now, because every drop of blood he loses saps even more strength and more energy from his body. Uranagi backbreaker. And again, only two. Between the heat in this building, and it is legendary, the heat here in Dayton, and the blood loss on the part of Roderick Strong, he has to make every opportunity to win this matchup as soon as possible before he runs out of gas. Front face lock in the corner by Strong, trying to elevate Jerry Lynn, who's blocking. Launches him overhead into the turnbuckles.
And look at the face of Roderick Strong.
Dazed look on the face of the glassy-eyed challenger.
The fans will tell you this is awesome, but from someone who's been in this situation myself, this isn't awesome. This is a horror. This is a tragedy. And I tell you what, hats off to Roderick Strong just to be able to continue this match, and let's just do his best.
He's trying to superplex the champ to the floor here.
Whatever it takes to win the world title, he's got to do damage to Jerry Lynn.
Well, that shows you the desperation perhaps in the mind of Roderick Strong. As Jerry Lynn's got him by the head, try that DDT, blocked. Building back suplex on the apron.
He needs to go for the cover.
He's got him. You can't get any closer than that. Lynn to his feet. Half Nelson backbreaker. And again, only two. Strong is like a machine here. Boston Crab.
He gets to the ropes, but this is like a new Roderick Strong.
Roll up by Lynn. Only two. Gutbuster. Yakuza. Again, less than half a count away from a new world champ.
And let's not take anything away from Jericho Lynn. He's taken everything that a bloody and bad Roddy can give out, and he is still alive.
Another half Nelson backbreaker blocked. Roll up by Lynn, can't go for the cover. TKO.
Cradle pile driver.
Nails it.
Roderick wants to be world champion so badly. Another
Cradle pile driver. Strong could dish out, and what a gutsy performance on the part of the challenger. He gave it everything he had and came up just short. Jerry Lynn is still the Ring of Honor World Champion here in Dayton, and tomorrow night he's going to square off in Chicago, the hometown of his challenger, Colt Cabana, once again with the world title on the line. For Dave Prazak and Nigel McGuinness, I'm Lenny Leonard. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Roderick. Thank you, Roderick. Thank you, Roderick. Thank you, Roderick.
I'll tell you what, you guys, it's fans like you that have kept me going over the past 20 years. I feed off your energy, and those of you that don't like me, say what you want, boo me all you want, you can't deny I come out here and give 150% every night, no matter what my age.